Welcome you all to this training so that we can talk a little bit about what it means to take care of your health. We have already gone through creating a vision for yourself when it comes to your health. We've talked about releasing limiting beliefs when it comes to taking care of your health. And now, one of the most important things, and I know you all know this, the nutrition and the lifestyle piece are super important when it comes to um, having a healthy life so that the vision that you have for yourself is one that can come to fruition easily. I know that when I was in the most unhealthy part of my life, it was really hard for me to follow through on the things that were the most important to me, right? Whether it was eating a lot of junk food and feeling negatively about my body, maybe it was drinking too much or not sleeping enough, all of those things really affected my ability to show up as my best self. And as a result, I continued to feel cruddy about myself. And I continued down the path, the cyclical path of looking for diets, looking for quick fixes, looking for cleanses that would help me feel better so that I could align my health with the way that I actually wanted to feel to get what I wanted in my life. And it was really hard. I spiraled a lot. And it wasn't until I started thinking about how does my health connect to my life instead of thinking about how much weight can I lose on the scale, instead of thinking about what's the next diet I can go on so that I can feel better. I stopped hyper focusing on the numbers and I started really focusing on the way that I wanted to feel inside. And what I'm going to share with you today is a little bit about the practical steps that you can take so that you can reclaim your health for a successful 2025, actualize your vision with the best version of yourself in body, mind, and in spirit. I'm going to introduce you to what I call the Think, Eat, and Live methodology. It's a cornerstone of my energetic eating method program that helps women who are tired of fad dieting, want to lose weight, increase energy, and build sustainable habits. The approach that I'm going to teach you today is designed to empower you to think more clearly, increase your energy, and lose weight in a sustainable way. All of these things are as a result of decreasing inflammation so that you're not in pain anymore, so that you don't feel weighed down by your body anymore, so you don't overthink what's going on with your body anymore. We want your body to be in a place where it feels safe. We want your body to be in a place where you feel confident. We want your body to be in a place where you don't feel pain anymore. And together, we're going to explore how these three pillars, your thinking, your eating, and your living, can transform your relationship with food, your mindset, and ultimately your life. The first part is empowering your mindset. Now, we've talked a lot about mindset in the last two sessions. We did the envisioning process. We talked about limiting beliefs and releasing those limiting beliefs. And I talk about mindset so much in my program because it is the one thing that you can change quickly. If you think about food prepping, takes a lot of time, right? Going to the grocery store takes a lot of time. Going to the gym takes a lot of time. But changing a thought that you have about yourself or the thinking about the journey that you're going on only takes a split second. We are more in charge of our thoughts than we are in charge of anything else. And the importance of thinking about yourself from a place of love and compassion instead of a place of self-loathing is going to help you get to your goals quicker than if you try to micromanage your body with believing that you are less than or that you're not good enough, right? So I'm more likely to make a choice in the direction that's going to support me if I feel good about myself. If I feel healthy and strong today, or I tell myself that I'm healthy and strong today, I'm going to feel more driven to go to the gym. If I feel healthy and strong today, I'm going to want more of the same, and I'm going to choose foods that help me feel healthy and strong today. If I have negative feelings about my body, like I'm weak, I hate myself, I'm too big, I can't fit in any of my clothes, right? If you start telling yourself that story over and over again, you're going to lower the vibrational energy in your body, and it's going to keep you from making consistent choices. Most of us have the issue where we can't make consistent choices, right? We go really well for a little while and then we drop down and we do what's called falling off the wagon. The reason that that happens is because most people go on a diet just to lose weight, but they don't do the work up here in the mind. That's why mindset is so important and why I've been talking about it in the last two sessions, why I'm talking about it in this session, why it's a part of the triad of health that I teach my clients, and why I want you to focus on your mindset when it comes to your health more than anything else, because it is the thing that you can change today. Okay. I want to help you rewrite a limiting thought. And the best way to do this is to just write down a thought that feels really heavy or discouraging about your body. You can write this as an I am statement, or I feel, or I don't believe, or I'm afraid of, anything that feels negative about your body that comes into your head often. Maybe it's when you look at yourself in the mirror. Maybe it's when you see yourself in photos. Maybe it's when you try on your clothes. Maybe it's when you try to get up off the floor and you're in pain. Maybe it's because you feel bloated in your belly. Maybe you don't have great energy levels and you feel low energy and you're like, ugh, I'm never going to feel like I have energy again. Anything that feels low and feels hard and feels like it weighs you down. And it's something that you say to yourself often. The best thing that you can do is write that down and then think about something that can raise you up. What I do a lot with my clients is try to help them feel close to the negativity instead of completely in the opposite direction. I'm not a fan of toxic positivity where we're like, everything is fine. I'm actually a fan of trying to find the negative thought, celebrating that thought as a journey or a path to get to the place you want to be. Okay, so as an example, if I say to myself, I'm so unhealthy today, instead of saying I'm healthy today, you might say it's possible for me to feel healthy today. That's going to help you feel closer to the negative thought so that you can pull yourself out and develop the confidence to be able to move forward. Right? If you say, I'm never going to be able to have the energy that it takes to feel powerful in my life, you might say, it's possible for me to have energy so that I feel more powerful in my life. When you step into possibility like that, you start looking for solutions instead of feeling like you can't have it. So if you feel like rewriting your limiting belief from the absolute negative into the positive feels too far for you and doesn't feel like something that feels true for you, step into possibility instead. And that's a way that I work with my clients to help build their confidence so that they can start inviting in sustainable choices in what I'm going to tell you next in the eat and the live part of the triad. Now, eating is aligning your nutrition with the vision you have for yourself. If you joined us in the first session, then you created a vision for your best life. Maybe you created a vision board. Okay. Maybe you wrote down and you filled out the sheet that I gave you guys. Or maybe you have a word for your year. Maybe it's kind of living in your head. That's fine. What I want you to think about is, how is the way that I'm eating helping me thrive to reach the person or the way that I want to be? You want to align the way you eat with how you want to be in the world, how you want to show up confidently at work, how you even want to make more money, how you want to connect with people in your life and the relationships, how you want to feel when you exercise. You want to connect the eating part with how you want to feel. And if you connect it with how you want to feel, that feeling that you have of energized, confident, free of thinking about your body, losing excess weight, decreasing inflammation is going to help you feel like you can reach your goals even more quickly, right? So that's why we align the foods with the vision that you have for yourself. What are some of the things that you can do? And I'll go into this more deeply in the Q&A after this session, but you can limit refined sugar. You can identify inflammatory foods that might be affecting you, and I'll tell you how to do that in the Q&A afterward. You can include healthy fats such as avocado, flax meal, olive oil, nuts and seeds. You can also include plenty of protein. These 4 things are going to help you feel better, decrease inflammation, so that you can reach the vision that you have for yourself. It also helps you stop hyperfixating on the body and on the scale part. You will lose weight, and you can lose weight, and you can desire that. But you can get there one of 2 ways. You can go down a strict diet where you're going to fail again, or you can change your mindset and eat in alignment with the vision that you have so that you can create a lifetime of feeling good and helping yourself with food. That's the key to success. And that's how I help my clients. All right. So the third thing that you want to think about is embracing or embodying your lifestyle components. How is my lifestyle supporting the vision that I have for myself? How does my lifestyle help me love myself more? And the components that you want to think about for your lifestyle are my sleep and stress management, my movement and exercise, the ability to wake up and have a morning routine instead of waking up and just haphazardly going through the day, and then taking breaks in the middle of the day. I know it sounds like those things feel hard. That's why I give accountability to my clients so that they can help themselves make it feel easier. That's why we have a community like this one and like my private community where we cheer each other on and say, you know what, you can do this. Don't give up on yourself. It's also why I connect that lifestyle component to the vision that you have for yourself so that you can feel like it's something worth fighting for every single day. I want to get good sleep so I have great energy, so I can achieve the goals that I set out for myself. I want to exercise so I have less pain. I feel more mobile. I can do things. I can say yes more often to things that used to feel hard, right? I want to get up and have a powerful morning routine so that I feel focused in my day and I don't feel scatterbrained and I achieve the things that I set out to do each day. I want to take midday breaks so that I don't feel exhausted by the end of the day and I feel rejuvenated. And a midday break, listen, if you're here watching this and you're thinking, I don't have any time for a break, I have back-to-back Zoom calls, I don't even have time to go to the bathroom in my day. All it takes is rubbing your hands together, and you can do this with me, even if you're on the replay, creating a little heat between your hands, taking those palms of your hands and gently putting them over your eyes, creating some dark space, taking a deep breath in, allowing your eyes to relax and a deep breath out. Noticing a sound around you and bringing your hands back down. It can be that fast, but what we tend to do is pick up our phones, scroll through social media, think about the next email that we do. That creates a stress response and that causes us to hold on to inflammation and added weight. It really does. And if something as simple as doing that can help you decrease inflammation, lose weight, and have energy, why aren't we choosing to do simple things like that? That's going to help you reach the vision that's important to you. All right. So those are the eat and live components of the think, eat, live methodology that I have. And I want you to think about thinking, eating, and living as a triangle. Okay. That triangle is strong when the thoughts down here at the bottom, the eating or the foods are going well, and the lifestyle is going well. Okay. If one of those parts breaks, such as the thinking, let's say that you start to have negative thoughts about yourself, right? What ends up happening? If I think negatively about myself, how do I eat? I eat like crap, right? That part breaks. Then we have the lifestyle pieces hanging on by a thread. When we eat like crap and we're thinking negative thoughts about ourselves, what happens? We tend not to sleep well, we tend not to exercise, and that part goes away. So, what do we want to do about that? If you want to keep the triad strong, as soon as something breaks, you fix it. If I have a negative thought about myself, I say, okay, how can I reframe that into the positive? How can I live a life full of joy? How can I change my posture and say something positive about myself? Guess what? You heal that part, you're still going to eat well, you're still going to live well. Let's say that you one day you eat something, you're not even thinking about it, you eat something that makes you feel really crappy, you overeat it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I ate that, right? You could have a choice. You can pick yourself up and say, I can't wait to eat a healthy meal next. You can just use it as data, right? This made me feel bad. I want to feel better. That keeps the triad strong. If you give yourself the business about it and you're like, I can't believe I ate that. I hate myself. I'm so fat. I can't believe it. I'm never making good choices in my life. Then guess what? These two parts go away. Are you going to sleep well? Are you going to exercise? Are you going to take care of yourself? Probably not. So the key to success and sustainable health is thinking, eating, and living in a way that's in alignment with your vision, and just picking yourself up and taking care of that part of the triad when it's broken. This is what I teach my clients and what I want you guys to really understand on a deep level. If you want to understand more of it, then you can book an empowerment call with me for the month of January. I have a 45-minute call. And if you'd like to book that call with me so you can understand how the triad pertains to you and your vision, just comment empowerment in the comments of this training. You can do it on the replay. Just throw in hashtag replay empowerment, and I'll get you guys the link so that we can have a 45-minute call where I'll go over your health history. We'll talk about what's going on for you. We'll talk about whether or not I can help. And if I can, of course, I'll offer you more support. If I can't, I'll still set you off in the right direction.